Hi everyone, welcome to the most important session, that is TCS for the year 2024. We will discuss in this video is purely about the quantitative aptitude question and answers. So before going to start the lecture on quantitative aptitude question and answers of TCS NQT, all these questions we have taken from the previous year TCS NQT so that we can give you the idea how we can do in a quick way rather than wasting a lot of time on a simple problems, right? So don't miss this session. And again, I'm telling you one regular practice we'll always say to our subscribers in YouTube, that is always pause the video for each and every question and try it on your own first, then try to look into the solution so that you will able to know that how quickly we can do with a smart methods, right? So without any further delay, let's get started. So if you see, top 3 commenters of this video will get free access to Prime Prime. So do comment on each and every question you tried. So pause the video of each and every question and try to solve it and post the comments. And we will pick the top 3 commenters and we will give the free access to Prime. So without any further delay, let's get started. Here is the first question. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first. And then post your answers in the comment. And just look at the question now. The question is given as the railway platform at a certain station is 248 meters long. In how many seconds it is cleared by the express train, which is 127 meters long and traveled at a speed of 150 km per hour. So this is the problem based on time, speed, distance. So whenever we have a time, speed, distance, hardly we have 5 to 6 formulas. And if you remember those, it's more than easy. So when we have a condition of platform plus train lengths, first add them. So simply 248 plus 127. Add, which is nothing but 6, 7 and 3. 375 meters is the total distance. So we got the D. And we have a speed. So we can find T value. Why? Because D is equal to S into T, which is nothing but distance equal to speed into time. So in order to find the time, distance by speed. So divide this 375, divide by the speed itself. That's it. So platform don't have a speed, so we don't have to consider it. So we have to consider only the train speed. So 150. So 375, 150 is your answer, but it is wrong. Why? Why? Because the problem is given in meters and the problem is asking in terms of seconds, but your speed was in terms of kilometer per hour. We have a very basic concept called conversion between kilometer per hour to meter per second. Whenever you want to convert into meter per second, you have to multiply with 5 by 18. Simple. So the time is equal to, the time is equal to distance 375 divided by 150 into 18 by 5. So to read the question and to get this formula, everyone will take the same time. The concept behind these type of problems in TCS NQT, actually TCS NQT, so many people will say that we are unable to answer more number of questions even if you know all the concepts. So the basic stuff you need to learn is the calculation part, how smartly you are solving the question. So here how we can do is simply remember guys, eliminate the bigger terms first. Don't eliminate the zeros or everything. Why? Because they will give you proper output at the end. So don't delete it. 5 will cancel this 7 times. And if your remainder is 25, so 5 times. And if you see 75 2 times, see, this is how you need to do. And 2 will cancel 89 times. So time is 9, which is 9 seconds. It's very simple. All you need to do is the concept. So here I will tell you the concept now is simple. Distance is equal to speed into time, and distance will become d1 plus d2 is equal to s1 plus or minus s2 into t. This is the generalized concept we'll always use for the time, speed, distance. So here d1 d2 are length of the train, length of the platform, or length of the 2 trains, or length of the one platform or other train, or any block or anything. So distance always you need to add, and the speeds you need to sometimes add, sometimes subtraction. For example, if the objects are moving towards each other, the speed will be added traveling in a same direction. the speed will be subtracted. This is called relative speed concept. So only this universal formula, if you know, time, speed, distance is damn easy. You can solve any question. No need to worry about anything, right? So note down this formula. It's more than enough. If you want to learn about more theory, I can't explain in a single shot. So soon we are making so many videos. There we will explain lot more shortcuts in the future. So in one single video, we can't explain everything, right? Right. Let's get back to the next question. That is, Nokaraju and Bhavana have salaries in 7 is to 3. Bhavana is skilled. She got an increment of 5,000, but Nokaraju performed is not up to the mark and he got decrement of 1,000 rupees. If their present salaries are in the ratio 1 is to 1, then Nokaraju present salary is. This is problem based on the ratio and proportions. Again, I am telling you guys, you need to solve any questions of TCS NQT basic quantitative round. I am not talking about advanced quant, I am talking about basic quant. So basic quant problems you need to solve within 45 seconds to 1 minute. Then you can able to solve every question. Or else you are unable to solve every question. So you may not in the selection zone. So always remember, you need to solve any question in 45 to 60 seconds. Here I will explain this problem in a generalized method. And next I will explain this in a short method. Just look at here. Their salaries are 7 is to 3, right? So 7 is to 3. So immediately what we will do as a normal theoretical concept people, we'll always say the salaries are 7x comma 3x. And Bhavana's salary is increased by 5,000. So 3x become 3x plus 5,000 rupees. And Nokaraj is not performed well, so it is decreased by 1,000 rupees. So his salary 7x is reduced by 1,000 rupees. And after the increments and decrements of the two persons' salaries, the ratio became 1 is to 1. Remember guys, reading skills and memorizing the question skills are very important in the aptitude, which is nothing but once you read the question, you need to stick with the data for that instance. So instant memory is very important while you are doing this type of problem. See, even I have read this question for the first time or one time, immediately I processed every data and I stored some key points. It comes by practice mode, right? So the ratio of salaries become 1 is to 1. So 1 is to 1 means what? Their salaries are equal. So simply equal to, and 1,000 went to other side, 6,000, and this will become this side, 7x minus 3x is 4x. So 4x is equal to 6,000. That implies x is equal to 4 will cancel this how many times? One time, remainder 20, so 1,500. So x value is 1,500 means Nokaraju's salary is 7x. So 7 times 15 is nothing but 7 times are 70, 7 5 are 35. So 105. 10,500 is the previous salary. Why? Because it is original 7x salary. Now he got reduced by 1,000 rupees. So minus 1,000 rupees, which is equal to 9500. So answer is 9500. Option B is correct. So this is how usually we will do in the examination, right? So step by step process. Again, here if you see on my board or in the screen, I am doing very minimal steps. If you observe, I am explaining you guys, but whatever I am writing, I will do in the exam. So first step, second step, third step, fourth step, answer concluded. See how quickly our brain need to process the concept, and to do these 4 steps, I will hardly take 30 seconds to 40 seconds. And to read the question, I will take, for example, 20 seconds to process the data and memorizing the concept is like 20 minutes. So 40 seconds was completed. And remaining 40 seconds or minimum 20 seconds you can solve the problem. So minimum 60 seconds to 80 seconds is the maximum time you need to assign for any question in the basic round of aptitude, right? So that's it. Okay, what is the short method if you want to do it in a very less time? For example, this comes with practice actually. So whenever we have this type of concept, I'll always follow this trick. Why? Because I don't want to waste more time on simple questions. For example, see, if you know the divisibility rule, these type of problems are damn easy, right? For example, see, I will go through option elimination, right? So simply look at here. What we need to calculate, if their present salaries are 1 is to 1, then No Karaju present salary. No Karaju's present salary I need to find, right? So all these are No Karaju's present salaries. Then what will be the previous salaries? Logical approach, right? So what will be the previous salaries? Previous salaries will be 9500. Why? Because we need to add 1000 rupees back. See how logically I am thinking. I am explaining, actually I am not solving the problem quickly on my own. I am explaining you back. So if I add 1000 back, it is 10,500 and it is 16,000 and this is 11,500. Guys, according to the ratio concepts, if someone's salary is 7:3 ratio was there, and definitely the first person's salary must be 7 multiple, am I right or not? See, for example, Nokraj and Bhavana salary is 7:3, right? So Nokraj's salary is always a 7 multiple. So this is the ratio's basic concept. So which one is 7 multiple? Remember, if you have zeros, you don't have to consider anything. Zeros always be negligible while you are going with 7 divisibility rule. So if you see 95 is not a 7 multiple. Why? 7 will cancel this one time, remainder is 25 not cancelled by 7. So this is not your answer. 1015, yes exactly, it will cancel 15 times. So option B is again your answer. 160 or 16, 0 is not cancelled, 16 is not a 7 multiple. 115 also not a 7 multiple. See how quickly we are doing the problems, right? So this is how you need to practice more and more to get very simple shortcuts. Earlier I have done 4 steps, even I have did it in, for example, 60 seconds to 90 seconds approximate time. But if I know these type of approaches in a short methods, option elimination method, sometimes I will go with unit digit method, sometimes I will go with digit sum concept. These are all shortcut methods for improving your speed, right? So if you see, even this addition of 1000 I will do virtually, right? It's not even I will write on the pen and paper. See, I will see 8500 add with 1000, 95. 95 is divided by 7 or not? No. 70 plus 25 is not a 7 multiple. Next is 70 plus 35. Yes, it's a 7 multiple. Like this my brain will work, right? So I hope you are understanding everything, all the shortcuts. If you have any doubts, always try to be comment in the comment section. We're always here to help you guys with more and more shortcuts and elaborated explanation for the shortcuts as well. So we have a less time, so that's why maybe I am in a bit rush, but why? Because I need to cover a lot of questions in a less time, so I'm in bit rush. If you are having any kind of doubt, we'll always reach to comment section and comment your doubts. We'll always there to give you the replies in the comment section itself directly with the proper explanation, right? So again I'm telling you, try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, then look into the solution. Okay, just look into the problem. The present age of 4 persons are in the ratio 1:2:3:4. The average of their ages 7 years ago is 28. What will be the average age in years of the youngest and the oldest among them 5 years from now? So we need to find the average of eldest and the youngest after 5 years. Okay, cool. So many people will do these type of problems in very traditional methods. The traditional methods always kill your time in the examination. Always smart methods is the best priority. Just look at here how we can do this. So in traditional methods, so many people will do like this, which is nothing but x comma 2x comma 3x comma 4x, and the average is 28 years 7 years ago. And people will do x minus 7, 2x minus 7, 3x minus 7, 4x minus 7. They will waste a lot of time. Don't do that. I will give you the shortcut methods. Just follow my words for the averages. Averages. If the average of the group is 28 years, 7 years ago, then present age will be, or the present average will be, simply remember, 10 years back average is, for example, 10 years, then present will be, again the average is 20, which is nothing but plus 10. So always you need to add back that 7 years to get the present average. That's it. Very simple. The average 7 years is 28 means the present will be add that 7 years, which is nothing but simply 35 years. So their present average is 35. So the present average is 35 means what is the sum of their ages? 4 people were there. 4 people average 35 means sum of them is nothing but multiplied by 4, which is nothing but 70 and 140. So their ages sum is 140 present. Then what is the youngest and the eldest? You need to divide this 140 years among 4 people in a way that one will get x, 2x, 3x, 4x, right? So total 10x parts. So divide by 10, which is nothing but 14. So x value is 14. So the youngest is 14 years and the eldest will be 14 into 4. Even I won't multiply. Just wait for some time. And 14 and 14 into 4, which is nothing but we need to find the average age of them, youngest and oldest, right? So youngest is 14, eldest is 14 into 5. If you add both, 14 taken common, 1 plus 4 is 5. So 14 into 5. And average you need to find. How many people were there? 2 people. So divide by 2. So average is 35. But answer is not 35. Why? Why? Because they have given one more keyword that is called from 5 years now. So after 5 years, what is the average? So the present average is 35 of those 2 candidates. After 5 years also, their average is increased by just 5 only. Why? Because one person increased by 5 years and second person also get increased by 5 years. So average also become 5 years plus. That's it. It won't increase by 10 years. Only how many people were there in the group, it doesn't matter. If the average is increased by 10 years, it is after 10 years. If before 10 years, if you want, just subtract 5 years or 10 years from the average. So we want after 5 years, right? So plus 5. So answer is 40. Option D is correct. This is a regular traditional method or the concept who knows the averages. But I will tell you the best shortcut method just after explaining the theory, how the trained candidate or the person who did real practice will do this type of problems. We won't do this much rough work. As a professional, how we have to do in the exam is nothing but you will see the examination question on the screen. So while you are reading, you have to analyze the question. See, for example, 1 or 2 times if you do the practice, you will get this ability to do that, right? So the present ages are 1:2:3:4. Okay. Average ages of those 4 people, 7 years ago is 28. Immediately you have to think. 7 years back is 28 means present will be plus 7 years added. So 28 plus 7, 35. So this is how you need to think in the exam. If you are a first time you are listening to the average concept, you may didn't understand this direct shortcut. But if you are already know the theory of averages, you can easily understand this. So 7 years back 28 means present will be plus 7, that is 35. That's it. And what will be the average of youngest and oldest after 5 years? First we will find the present and we will add 5. That's it. Answer completed. Right? So just look at here. How we can do that. There is a special cases where this trick will work. Is nothing but, remember, you want to find the youngest and the oldest. So add these two. 4 plus 1, 5 units, right? And 2 plus 3, 5 units. So the 5 units and 5 units is equal. So you can say the youngest and oldest sum of the ages are equal to the middle-aged people, right? So whenever the sum of the units are equal, then you can directly say the average itself will become the youngest and oldest also. So this is some kind of trick. It won't always work. You have to do it in a simple rough work, whatever we did last previous explanation. But sometimes it will work whenever the 1:2:3:4 concept given. Mostly 90% of the problems you can see they will give in the order to 1:2:3:4 or 3:4:5:6. Like this, it will help you guys immediately, right? So first term plus last term is equal to middle terms. Whenever you have that, remember, first term's average is always equal to overall group average. It is called as concept of simple consecutive numbers averages. So simply remember that young and old is average also 35. So present is 35 I want 5 years from now. So plus 5 years we have to add. So answer is 40. See, even without doing much rough work, you can conclude the answer. Even if you already know the theory, so I have explained just now. If you are attempting these type of questions in your examination, how you will do? Just you will see the question. Okay, 28 plus 7. Maybe 7 plus 8 plus 9 or minus 10 minus 7, whatever it may be. 28 plus 7 is 35. You will write this much over. And you can also see the end terms and middle terms are sum is equal, which is nothing but it's a consecutive numbers. Whenever consecutive ratio is given, simple, youngest and oldest always equal to middle term, so average will be also 35. So their average is also 35. But they want after 5 years, so add plus 5. So see how quickly we are doing. So face more number of problems so that you can able to do more quickly in your examination. This is the only path. How to do quickly in the examination? Face those model questions before the examination, and in the examination you will get these ideas. So I have explained one question 3 times, but to improve the speed. See, hardly there will be in averages, hardly there are 10 models. If you learn those 10 models, you are good to go in the examination, right? So like this only you have to start practicing. Okay, let's look into the next problem. That is, a metallic cuboid is processed by way of which its length, breadth and height increased by 10% and decreased by 8% and increased by 5% respectively. What is the percentage change in its volume? Correct up to 2 decimal values. Okay. So many people will think that whenever they see metallic cuboid or something like that, they'll think about the formulas in the geometry actually, right? But don't think about like that. Actually, they're asking for the percentage change. So it is purely concept related to percentages, not related to geometry. And this is the question asked in advanced quant in the last year of TCS NQT 2022, which is nothing but for the year 2023. So let's crack this down on how quickly we can do. The concept is behind the multiplication shortcuts. So remember, whenever they have given the cuboids, they don't have considered any length. So many people, how wrongly they will do is, they will consider a cuboid like this. Even some people, they will draw. So don't waste your time by drawing this and writing like A, B, C, like that, and they will solve. I don't like it, not even required. So in the textbooks or any other explanation pages, they will give these type of things, but those type of explanation is for killing the space or to explain in a step-by-step manner. But if you do it in an examination, that will be the bad practice and it will waste you around 2 to 3 minutes of your time. Don't do that. Simple logic. See, even it is cuboid or cube, whatever it may be, I will say the height is initially 100 and the length is also 100 and the breadth is also 100. For example, this is length, this is breadth, this is height. Whatever it may be, I'll always consider as a 100. Why? Because they didn't give any number. I can imagine my own number. So 100, 100, 100. And the length is increased by 10%. So it becomes 110. And the next it is decreased by 8%. 100 decreased by 8% means 100 minus 8, that is 92. And increased by 5%, which is nothing but 105. And what is the percentage change in the volume? What is meant by volume? Length into breadth into height. So multiply these terms. Initial volume you will get and after volume you will get. Simple. So multiplication is the key. And in the TCS they will provide the virtual calculator. You can use it and you can quickly calculate it. Even if you don't want to use calculator, how quickly we can do? It's very simple. 92 into 105. It's very way simple. 100 times is nothing but 9200, right? 10 times is 920. 5 times means divide by 2, right? Half of the number. What is meant by 5 times into 5? 10 by 2. Simple logical thinking. So 10 times is 92. By 2 is nothing but 5 times. So it will cancel 4 times, it will cancel 6 times and 0. Answer is 9660. See how quickly I have done the calculation. And I have to multiply with 110. Don't see 110, see 11 only. So remove the zeros. Don't bother about it. 11 times is nothing but what? 10 times. 9660. 1 time. 966. Answer is 621610. So it is last digits we are ending with 626 and all are zeros only, right? So here if you observe, the obviously the multiplication will become more than, not it become less, right? Why? Because two numbers are increased very high and it is decreased moderate, which is nothing but, if you observe 5%, 10%, 15% increased, one is 8% increase, always it will be increased. So you can eliminate directly decrease, you left with 1.20 and 6.26. The last three digits are 6.626 means increased by 6.26. So this is how you need to do. You don't have to know the too much geometry to do this type of problems, or you don't have to consider like A, B, C and multiplication and A into 110, B into 92, C into 105. Like this, so many people do a wrong approach towards these type of questions and end up with a huge calculation part. Even they will end up with wrong answers. Even they use calculators. So don't do these mistakes. Whenever no information given, you can consider your own information. That will definitely reflect you the correct answer. Even I have taken the hundreds, right? You can take 1,000, you can take 50, you can take 60 of each number, and you will get the answer properly. Why? Because numbers won't change percentage value. Percentage is independent. It only depends on 100, right? So I don't want to more mess up with this concept. Simple and clear. I am giving the information. And again, I'm telling you guys, this is the placement season, so a lot of placements is going to happen. So this is the right time, guys. You guys need to follow us. Why? Because we're always there to help the students to post more social media handles. In the social media handles, we'll post more number of hiring process by the different companies. So soon, 10-15 days, we are going to get more number of companies. So I'll always suggest follow our Instagram handle, that is prepinsta.com/Instagram. There, if you are a 2023 batch, follow 2023 handle only. If you are a 2024 batch, follow specifically Prepinsta 2024 only. Why? Because we will post year specific hirings for the each individual job. If you are a 2025 batch, follow only 2025. Don't follow 2024. So you can have an idea this hiring for us or not. We have a already verified and we have given in a particular year wise Instagram handles also. You don't have to test. For example, you don't have to open. If we post in 2023 and if you are at 2024, you don't have to even open that post. So always be in a proper channel. And if you want to clear all your doubts, you can join our WhatsApp groups for the more information, exclusive and immediate information. Come to our WhatsApp and Discord for doubt solving sessions, and LinkedIn and Telegram where you can ask all your queries, and our mentors will be there, guys, to help you a lot. Right? So let's get back to the questions. So this is your next question. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own, and then I will solve it for you guys. So just look into the explanation now. A shopkeeper sold his 25%, 30%, 20% of the items at a profit of 10%, 20% and 30% respectively. Okay, some portion of his goods or items is selling at different profits, right? And the rest of the items are sold at cost price. What is the percentage profit of all his sale? So guys, if you see the explanation of this question, so many normal traditional methods won't solve this problem in a quick way. I will give you the shortcut rather than the all theoretical explanations. So if you want to know about more theoretical explanations and to achieve the shortcut methodologies, I'll always suggest you guys go through our Previnsta Prime. There you can see our quantitative aptitude course. There you can watch all the theoretical lectures, and in that we will provide you theory first and later how to implement the shortcuts. And to implement that shortcut, we have given proper explanation so that you can easily understand. So in a single shot or in a single video, I can't explain everything in a stretch, right? So it will become more lengthy videos like in hours. So I'll always suggest go to our prime.com and go to this quantitative aptitude course. and you can learn all the theoretical concepts followed by shortcuts, and it will be very easy to adopt the shortcuts after knowing the theory, right? So again, I am getting back to the question. Simply just look at here. I don't know how much quantity of goods he has, right? So whenever I don't have these type of origin values or origin prices, I'll always go with one thing, that is I'll always think like he has 100 number of pieces or items. Each value is 1 rupee only. That's it. Answer will be easy. See, for example, he has 100 items to sell. 25% of 100 is how much? 25 items only. And 25 items, each item cost is 25 rupees only. Sorry, 1 rupee only, right? But he is getting 10% profit. It's very simple. Each is 1 rupee. If he is getting 10% of it on 25 items, he will get how much? Which is nothing but simply you have to multiply with 10, which is nothing but 2.5 rupees he will get on overall. Right? Very simple. On one item, he is getting 0.1 rupee. Why? Because 10% of 1 rupee is 0.1 rupee. 0.1 rupee into 25 items is 2.5 rupees is the profit. So profit is 2.5 in the first case. Similarly, the second case, 30%. 30% is nothing but 30 items and 20% is the profit. 20% is how much? Each profit of 1 rupee, 20% means 0.2 rupees. So 0 and 0 cancel, 3 to 6 rupees. So 6 rupees profit. And 20%, which is nothing but 20 items. Each item is 1 rupee. So 30% means 0.3 rupees. So 0.3, 0 and 0 got cancelled, 6 rupees. So on the first portion you got 2.5 rupees profit, on the second portion you got 6 rupees, and the third portion you got 6 rupees, and the remaining part, which is nothing but how much left with? 75% was already sold, 25% left, and that 25% sell at cost price. So no profit, no loss. You don't have to consider. So 0 at that level, right? Remaining 25%. So how much profit you got? 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 2, 14.5 rupees. Right? And you have started your business with 100 rupees and you end up with 14.5 rupees profit means, what is the profit percentage? 14.5 itself. So that's why it start with 100. Why? Because whatever the number at the end we will get, it will become percentage. Percent per 100. So this is how you need to improve yourself. How we will do percentages, profit and loss is nothing but it depends on our theory. If you are good at our theory, you can easily solve these questions. Okay, quickly let's do the remaining questions. Why? Because we are running out of time. I want to make it simple and short. So I would like to give you the better shortcuts from now onwards. Just look at it. A policeman saw a thief from a distance of 100 meters. He started chasing him at a speed of 4 meters per second. On seeing the policeman, the thief started running at 2 meters per second. Determine the distance run by the policeman to catch the thief. So actually this is a very formula oriented concept. If you do it in a formula based, for example, take a screenshot if you want and search in any online platform or in Google directly, you will see bunch of lines of solution and so many formulas. If you do that, you will fail in the TCS NQT examination. Why? Because TCS wants smart people which they will complete the exam within the time by giving them more number of questions. For example, TCS on average they will give you 90 seconds for each question, but you need to complete in 60 seconds. Why I say 60 seconds is nothing but if you fail to do the solution, that 30 seconds will be buffer time for you to rectify your answer. So this is how you need to practice, right? So just look at here how to do this. For example, the policeman here, the thief is here. So 100 meters is the distance between them. The policeman speed is 4 meters per second, the thief is 2 meters per second. Simple approach, relative speed concept. If I say what is the relative speed between them, police is running towards the thief and thief is also running away from the police. So whenever two people are running in the same direction, relative speed is subtracted, right? So 4 and 2 difference is how much? 2 meters per second. So if you said relative speed is 2 means the thief speed becomes 0 and the policeman speed will become 2. Why? Because I am thinking the thief is stable now. So policeman need to run 2 meter per second only. So relative speed concept is very simple. So let's look at here. Policeman speed is 2 meter per second. Then to cover 100 meters, how much time will take? Time is equal to distance by speed. So time is equal to 100 by 2, which is equal to 50 seconds. So to catch the thief with the relative speed of 2 meter per second, the policeman will take 50 seconds. Clearly understand my words. It's very important. The terms are very important while we are explaining. Why? Because the logical thinking will depend on it. Right? Determine the distance run by the policeman to catch the thief. But actually, what is the speed of the policeman? 4 meter per second. So he catch the thief in 50 seconds. So how much distance he will travel into 4? Time into speed, which is nothing but 200 meters. So answer is 200 meters. Why? Why? Because the thief is also running, so he will go little forward. So the policeman will take 200 meters to catch the thief. So this is a very simple shortcut to do these type of problems, like in running race. There is some gap between two racers, and one will go with this speed, another will go with this speed, and at what distance they will meet from the starting point, like that they will ask. So for these type of problems, always remember relative speed divided by time. Sorry, distance divided by the relative speed. It will give you the time, and multiply the time with whatever the particular distance you want. So into the corresponding person. That's it. So very simple concept. If you still have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section and we will explain you guys in a clear cut way. So just look into the next problem based on the mixture and irrigations. The ratio of milk and water in 60 liters of mixture is 7:5. To increase the quantity of milk, how much milk is to added to make it 7:2? Guys, don't make this type of problems bit complex. You can solve it in 1 minute with a regular approach. See, whenever the initial quantity is given, the problem is damn easy, right? 60 liters, you need to divide into 7:5. Remember, you have to do it in your brain. Don't use pen and paper. 7 plus 5, how much? 12 units. So 60 divided by 12, equal number of units I am taking. So 60 divided by 12 is 5. So each unit is 5, then 7 units will be 35 and 5 units will be 25. So which is nothing but milk is 35 liters and water is 25 liters. That's it. So what I did? I divided 60 liters into given ratio. That's it. Even I am not using any 7x comma 5x and again adding all these things. Simple. 7 plus 5, 12. 60 divided by 12, 5. 5 into 7, 5 into 5. So this, it's need to become a habit for you rather than like a maths. Right? And see, to increase the quantity of milk, how much milk should be added to make the ratio 7:2? Here we are adding milk, right? We are not adding the water. So water will be always same, that is 25 liters only. Concentration will change, quantity will never change if you don't touch the substances in the mixture, right? So the ratio becomes 7:2, right? So remember guys, water will never change its quantity. We have added some milk, right? But this 25, earlier it is 5 units, now it has become 2 units. So 2 units means 1 unit is how much? 12.5, right? So 1 unit is 12.5 means 7 units is how much? Why? Because ratio is always proportional. So which is nothing but 7 into 12.5. So 70 and 7 20s are 14. 0.5 is nothing but 3.5, right? So you have to add this, which is nothing but 87.5. So earlier the milk is 35, now it is 87.5. So how many liters of milk is added? Very simple. If you subtract 30, it's 52. So 52.5 means 52 and 52 1 by 2 liters. Very simple. Even I don't have to explain, it's a basic problem on the ratio and proportions. And yeah, just look into the next question. I would like to give you the quick answers, and this is the best one of the average concepts you need to learn. For a group of 8 students, the average marks secured by the mathematics by the 7 students of them is 82. So there are 8 students actually, but they have given 7 students average, that is 82. Remember guys, I am not explaining why, because I want to make it short and simple methods. So 7 people average is 82. While the 8 had 14 less than the overall average marks, what is the total marks scored by the 8 student? So you need to find the total marks, total of 8 people. Remember, what about the information about the 8th student? 8th student had 14 less than the total overall average group average of the group, right? So 14 is less means the less or more. Remember this word, it's very important. Less or more. The less or more is always distributed equally among the remaining people. So because of this 8th guy, 14 is less for entire group, right? So this entire group will equally distribute that. So leave the 8th person, distribute this 14 years to 7 people. So 14 years to 7 people means 2 years each. He is having less or more? Less. So less means every person will reduced by 2 years. This is the basic concept. Actually, there is a huge background for this theory also, but I don't want to make it much complex. Simply remember, if the group average, some person join the group with less means remaining group people will get reduced. Remember, simple, right? So 2 years each reduced means each one reduced by 2 means the average also reduced by 2. So minus 2, it will become 80, such that 80 is the 8 members average. So 8 members average is 80 means 8 members total will be 640. Why? Because 8 into 80. So answer C is correct. This is the shortcut. Try on your own with a theoretical approach. Whether you got the same answer or not, let me know in the chat. Right? And just look into the next problem. And this is a bit advanced problem in the TCS NQT for the 2023 batch. Last year they are asked in the slot 3 of day 3. So just look at here. This is not a big high level questions, but still they are trying to test the students how they are preparing, right? A solid glass cube of side length 2 meters is placed inside a spherical globe such that each corner of the cube touches the surface of the globe. Guys, here I can't draw the 3-dimensional overview, so I would like to draw you guys to give some idea on this problem. So globe means I am taking 2-dimensional circle, and a cube is nothing but all sides are equal, and it is placed in a such a way that every corner is touching the surface of the cube, sorry, sphere or globe. So remember, assume like this is a globe. So in that cube was placed, each corner of the cube is touching the surface. So similar to like this it will be. So usually they will give 2-dimensional, now they are given 3-dimensional. Still think like this, the problem will be solved. What is the volume of the region inside the globe, okay, and outside the cube? Okay, so inside the globe and outside the cube means you have to find this lined area where I have given the diagram. So all shaded area, right? So here you need to do 2 things, which is nothing but you need to find the volume of the cube, right, and volume of the globe. So I am writing Vg and Vc. So which is nothing but volume of the cube, volume of the globe. So if you know volume of the globe and volume of the cube, you can subtract so that you will get the remaining area, right? So let's find the volume of the globe. But in order to find the volume of the globe, you need radius, right? So I can say one more thing. Radius is nothing but diagonal of this square. or diameter of the circle, see, diameter of the circle is equal to diagonal of the square, right? So convert into three dimensional always. Diagonal of cube is equal to the diameter of the globe. So first let's find diameter, which is nothing but diagonal of the cube. So for the cube diagonal, the answer is root 3a. If it is a cube, diagonal is root 3a. So here the length is given 2 meters. So 2 root 3. So this total diagonal length is 2 root 3. But we need radius, right? Why? Because the volume of the any globe or the sphere, the formula is 4 by 3 pi r square. Sorry, pi r cube. R cube, r is nothing but radius. Diameter is 2 root 3, then radius will be root 3. Why? Because divided by 2, right? So root 3, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi root 3 whole cube. Root 3 whole cube is nothing but 3 root 3, right? So 3 and 3 got cancelled and we left with 4 pi root 3. So I am writing here 4 pi root 3. This is the volume of the globe. Then volume of the cube. The side is 2. So sides cube is nothing but, which is nothing but a cube is nothing but volume of the cube. So answer is 8. So here 8. So 4 pi root 3 minus 8. Why? Because globe is bigger. That's why we kept the cube inside. So 4 is common. Root 3 pi minus 2. So answer is option E. So this is all depends on the basic formulas. There is no explanation. Simple formula oriented concept. That's it. So here they have converted 2 dimensional to 3 dimensional. That is the only way. Here I can't draw 3 dimensional. That's why I have explained it. Simple 2 dimensional oriented. That's it, guys. And don't go away. Just look at here. I am giving you this assignment for you guys. TCS last time asked few questions. Depends on like this also. This is the question from advanced quant in the last year TCS, that is TCS NQT for the year 2023. So try to solve this question and drop your comments, drop your answers in the comment section. That is m is equal to which value and n is equal to which value. And we will pick the top 3 commenters and we will try to give this free access to Insta Prime for the top 3 commenters. So don't miss this chance. Last but not least, the placement season is right away. So don't miss any type of updates from TCS or any other companies. So always follow our Instagram handles. If you are a, we have year specific Instagram pages. Follow your years specifically. I have already told you what are those, like 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. And WhatsApp group, Discord, LinkedIn and Telegram to reach out to us to clear all your doubts. And that's it this first session. See you soon with more session in the future. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Happy preparation.